Matteo De Luca died for 47 seconds. The bullet tore through his chest. His blood spread across marble floors while men screamed his name like it could pull him back from the dark. Machines flatlined. Doctors shocked him. His heart stopped. And then it started again. They called it a miracle. Matteo called it a curse, because when he woke up, he wasn't alone inside his own head. At first it was faint, a whisper brushing against his thoughts, a woman's voice, soft, sarcastic, defiant. She wasn't speaking to him. She was just thinking, living somewhere in the same city. He searched for bugs, for traitors, for signs of psychological damage. Matteo did not believe in things he could not control. But every night, just before sleep, she returned. Clearer, closer. The first time he saw her was in a courtroom. Serena Vale, law student, witness for the prosecution, brave enough to stand against his organization. She stepped inside, and the whisper sharpened into clarity. Don't look at him. Don't look at him. If you look at him, you'll break. Matteo stilled. It was her, the voice that had been living under his skin. She finally looked at him, and her breath caught. He looks like sin dressed in black. His jaw tightened slightly, because he heard it. He heard every flicker of fear, every confused pulse of attraction. Why does it feel like he's inside my head? If only she knew. He didn't order her death. He didn't threaten her family. He made a decision far more dangerous. She would never leave his reach again. The kidnapping was clean, silent. When Serena woke up, the world smelled like ocean salt and expensive leather. Her wrists were tied in silk. The room was large, beautiful, suffocating. Matteo sat across from her, calm, controlled, watching. Her heart pounded violently. If I scream, will he enjoy it? No, he answered smoothly. Her entire body froze. She hadn't spoken. He leaned forward slightly, dark eyes unreadable. You won't scream. Realization dawned in her eyes. He can hear me. The fear that followed was raw. You belong where I can hear you, he said quietly. She fought him at first, with words, with fury, with thoughts sharpened into weapons. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. He listened, because beneath the hatred was fear, and beneath the fear was something warmer, something neither of them wanted to name. He forced the marriage, not for power, not for image, but because when she was near him, the noise in his mind quieted. When she touched him, the whisper steadied. When she slept in the same room, Matteo finally rested. She stood in white inside his private chapel, eyes blazing with defiance. This isn't real. This isn't my life. He slid the ring onto her finger, then leaned close. It is, he murmured. Her pulse stumbled, because she didn't completely hate it. To the world, Matteo remained merciless. Men disappeared, enemies bled, empires bowed. But with her, something shifted. He adjusted the temperature when she shivered. He remembered the exact way she liked her tea. He never raised his voice, because he heard the exact second her heart cracked. One evening, she decided to test him. She sat across from him at dinner and deliberately imagined another man touching her. Slow, intimate, detailed. Matteo went completely still. The air turned lethal. That night, 3 men vanished from the city. When he returned, his knuckles were bruised. He knelt in front of her. Do not weaponize your mind against me, he said quietly. She swallowed but refused to look away. Or what? His forehead pressed against hers. I will burn the world trying to silence it. The most dangerous shift came slowly. Her thoughts began to change. The hatred softened first, then the fear. Then one night, Lying beside him in the dark, she thought something she didn't mean to let slip. I feel safe with him. Matteo froze, because for the first time since death claimed him. The voice didn't feel like a curse, it felt like salvation, and that terrified him more than any bullet ever could. Because if he could hear her, she could destroy him without ever speaking a word. And for the first time in his life, Matteo De Luca was willing to be ruined. If one part of this story hit you personally, don't just scroll past. Subscribe, because I share new stories every week that might feel a little too familiar.